Howdy folks, welcome back to WAC. Recently, Dorado has come out with some impactful updates, and many players have questions on things like Echelons and the token system. Well, hopefully I can clear up things the best I can in this concise video. I will cover the new Season 12 unit, the Elite Special Forces, in an upcoming video. I briefly mentioned the token system in my previous video, but I have more details to share. The tokens are a technical feature that are a new form of currency. In short, players of a certain rank and up will get them on occasion and can spend them to gain access to special events. While this feature is not fully fleshed out yet, in the future you may be able to purchase them directly from the shop and as a perk for having Security Council. This would be pay to play, but not pay to win. We'll see if the devs implement this or not. I don't know about you, but this seems like a fantastic way to make some more cash money. I'll get our developers on it ASAP. Yes. Oh, Opulon! I hope you're ready to work overtime, my boy. Anyway, as for the benefits of the token system, I think we can all agree that it will for sure decrease the amount of AFK players in matches and alt-account cheating, so long as a proportionate amount of special games are spawned for the amount of participants. Steel Thunder was the first event to utilize the requirement of tokens, but I could see them requiring them for other events such as Elite Challenges for Alliances, and common events like Zombies and Rising Tides. Now let's cover the most recent content update, and we'll talk about the minor stuff first before covering Echelons. Getting seasonal points will be a bit more difficult now, but I think it's for the best. You will get less points for taking out AFK players and bots, and more for taking out more rare units. They didn't specify what units will give more or less points, but I have taken out a few units since the XP system has been updated. Motorized Infantry and National Guard give 1 XP, Scouts give 2, ASFs give 7, Elite Attack Aircraft give 10, and so on and so forth. I will try to compile these values until I have a complete list, but it would be nice if Dorado just told us. Ew, I'm sorry, old chap, but we don't simply give handouts to plebeians like you. You're going to have to work for that information like all of the other commoners. Special Forces damage against infantry was nerfed, which is a little sad to be honest. I suppose they must have been performing too well. Mercenary outposts are not visible to enemy players anymore, supposedly, and ground unit naval transports will no longer heal when they're in shallow waters like they used to. The amount of VP needed to win has been reduced as well. What is really interesting in this update is that they actually decided to put seasonal units into the mobile shop. This is actually kind of huge, as it really changes the entire dynamic of the whole seasonal system. Players who are new to the game and have some disposable income can now get all of the units that veteran players have taken years to acquire. And yes, some longtime players have been voicing their discontent with this change. If Dorado implemented something like the well-deserved reward from World of Tanks, I think that would make up for the negativity of this change. Perhaps, depending on the amount of years or months you've been playing CoN, you would get a certain amount of gold, Security Council, seasonal unit unlocks, and tokens on a yearly basis. That thought aside, these prices are quite high, though not high in terms of other free-to-play games. While I do think having elite units in the shop is at odds with the entire seasonal system, getting Security Council to unlock an elite unit will still be a lot cheaper than buying it in the shop. I am not sure if they price these things differently because of their performance, or if it suggests the length of time it will take for it to be available in the seasonal rotation. Now let's talk about Echelons. It is the in-game representation of a hidden statistic of weight. To put it simply, when you have a stack of different types of units and they are damaged, some units will be weighted to take more damage than others. If you have tanks mixed with infantry, the tanks will absorb more HP damage than the infantry, for example. Unit weights were already in the game, but are now represented by the echelons in the research tab. There is the rear, center, and front line. The rear units will take less damage when mixed with mid and front line units, and the mid line will take less damage than the front line. Though it is a little bit more complicated than that, as each unit has a specific hidden value for weight. There is a Google Doc that shows all of these weights, and feel free to take a screenshot for your future military planning purposes. When it comes to calculating damage, we now have a few distinct categories: unit type, unit weight, entrenchment, terrain bonuses, and RNG. Damage from and against infantry, armor, subs, ships, fixed wing, rotary ring, and missiles is the biggest factor. Weight, the mathematical kind, not the mass kind, changes the damage distribution of mixed stacks. Entrenchment in the center of a province or city decreases the damage taken by the defending force. Different terrain will result in more or less attack and defense depending on the unit. And with every attack, RNG plays a small role in making the damage taken or received slightly more or slightly less. I know this might sound like a lot, but it doesn't really need to change the way you play unless you know how to utilize the system to the fullest. Mercenaries, as an example, have a weight of 10, which is even higher than what tanks have. So, while mercenaries do have high upkeep cost, if you mobilize them near the front line and mix them with your assaulting troops, they will be destroyed before your standard infantry or National Guard, meaning you get the full advantage of their great attack and HP, but they ultimately end up being cannon fodder, and then you don't have to pay for their upkeep. Isn't war fun? This also helps out support units like anti-air and weak ships like elite frigates, which I believe is the main purpose for this system. Let me know if you noticed the weight system before, or if this is all news to you. I will likely make a tips and tricks video specifically on echelons at a later date. Well, Dorado has been working on a lot of features recently, and hopefully once the new client is out, they can release a steady stream of content like medics, landmines, and more varieties of mercenaries and so on. Yes, well, don't get your hopes up, bucko. And with all that said, thank you so much for sticking till the end. If news videos like these continue to get decent amounts of views, I'll continue making them. And look forward to my detailed breakdown of the newest form of mercenary, the Elite Special Forces. See ya!